Hey Steph, it's Deb. I am just quickly answering your question. I've been trying to answer it for the last 24 hours and one thing after another. You know what it's like, mum life, hey? I've got Bub sleeping here on my lap, so you might hear a few giggles and noises or some squeaks. So your question, I loved your question. So you were feeling some resistance around working with a male client and questioning whether that was your ego or what was really going on there. So when I first read your question, the first read instantly was that your read on what was happening, your first response, your instinct was spot on 100%. Yes, it is your ego. And what I wanted to share with you on that is the fact that oftentimes we think the ego is that vain part of us that wants to make $1 million or impact thousands or millions or be super wealthy or have the most incredible health and all these types of things. But actually the ego is also, and it is that, it's also the part of us that stops us from moving forwards and living in alignment. So I would say my read on this, and this is really where your discernment comes in, because only you know exactly where you're at right now with your business and your clients and your income and your giving and your free value. So you have to discern, you're the CEO, right, of your life. So my take on it is that we don't get to choose from a soul level, from spirit, we don't get to choose who we serve. Whoever's assigned to us on a soul level shows up through the channels and the portals and the energetic threads that we open up to. So that can be anything. That can be through friends, through social circles, through the gym, through friends of friends, through social media, through a job that we have, through a group that we run, an event that we hold, anything like that. These are all, even the shops that we go to, but anywhere where you get into conversations with people, they're all channels and portals where spirit can direct all the souls who are assigned to us to find us and connect with us, and to either gather a soul fragment or to benefit from our light. So we don't get to choose. So my take on it always is to do what presents. In saying that, there are certain levels of business and layers of business where that changes, because you're not necessarily always in that first phase where you're just purely in service, and there comes a time where you're scaling a business and you're expanding it. So there are I want to say horses for courses, or people for reason, people for season, people for life. So there are different phases of businesses where it's more appropriate to be more selective. In my opinion, and this is totally just my opinion, but in my opinion, coaches and online service providers are way too picky, way too early on. People really need to be a lot more open and receptive to open the floodgates to all the souls that present for them, so that they can actually really master their craft and be in service. And then from there, once people are running to you and naturally paying you thousands of dollars a week or an hour or a month on a consistent basis, and becoming clients for life and buying all your products, all your courses, all your events, all your retreats, that kind of thing, that's at that point where you're really scaling your business, and you're maybe even taking on other health coaches to run some sessions for you because your time has become that valuable. That's at the point where you would start to be a lot more picky and selective about the people you work with. One of the reasons you might have felt resistance around this person is that maybe your co-creation with them will rapidly expand your evolution as a business owner. Because remember, whenever we create momentum, the exact same opposing energy is also created. So whenever we make moves in one direction, like for example getting up and going to the gym and forming that habit, or changing our diet, the equal and opposite energy is also created, which is the resistance, and that comes up too. So you could have been perceiving the other way around. You could have been perceiving, oh, this is massively going to expand me, and I know that because I'm feeling this visceral resistance is rising in my energy, and it's really just rising to pass. So then it's just a case of you having a conversation with your ego and that part of you that's afraid of expanding, that part of you that's trying to keep you safe and keep you small and keep you at a certain level capped at your income. Like this guy might be your first client for life, or he might be over the next 2 years or 5 years, he might refer tons of or tens of thousands of worth of business to you through friends and family and people he knows. I don't know on what level he might expand your work through you working with him and expanding him and making a difference in his life. But yeah, I would really trust your instinct. You know, I feel like your instinct, you're very in tune with your soul, you're very connected, you're a very wise being, and you're very tapped into what's showing up around you in your space. So yeah, I would just trust that. Breathe through this time, let the resistance rise to pass. Don't take it too seriously. Don't feel like you need to work on it or do anything with it. It's just rising to pass. That's the reason why you're becoming aware of it. Remember, people who don't feel those things, they don't feel them because they're not making moves in their life. They're not generating momentum in new ways and new pathways, new neural pathways. They're not finding their edges in their lives, so that's why they're not feeling any resistance. They're not feeling any seeming challenge or obstacles or moments of like, oh gosh, you know, this fear is really strong in my energy, or this whatever it is, anxiety, or I'm overthinking this, or is this right, should I take this move or this move. So I would say, in all honesty, a paying client showing up, definitely say yes, because that's what we're doing, is we're constantly saying to the universe, yes, I'm open to receiving money from my light. That's really essentially what we're saying, and being grateful for that. And then the co-creation that happens as a result of that, the energy exchange between you and him, will expand both of you. So I'm really sorry for my post-shower pajama state, no makeup face, because you always look so incredible in all your videos, but I just really wanted to get this answer to you, and I really hope this helps and makes sense. Let me know how it feels for you, if it resonates. If anything I've said doesn't resonate, that's fine as well, but I'd love to hear how it goes, and what you do decide to do in the end, and how it all goes, because I feel like you've created this massive traction in the direction of your vision, and now you're starting to manifest new types of energies, because your core frequency, your base frequency has shifted from the conversations that you and I had just before you gave birth, and that whole work, the process we did around ancestral clearing, and just raising your awareness about the role that divine masculine is playing in your life and your ancestry. I feel like this is going to be a really, really powerful shift for you and a really amazing experience, because, you know, as well, like, men do need your work too, because men do have body issues, and they do, I don't know what the statistics are, but there's a high number of men who do have issues with eating disorders and you know, bulimia, anorexia, and different things like that. So I feel like, I mean, who knows, maybe in future that will be a niche area for you, I don't know, but yeah, just stay open and let the magic happen, let the magic and miracles into your life. Okay, I better go, because this will take ages to upload to YouTube, but I love you lots, and I'll speak to you very soon. Ciao for now.